Thanks and welcome to another preseason coaches interview here on Open Spaces Sports, brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Kansas. Ty Fonensteel joins us, the head football coach of the Oakley Plainsmen. Coach, as you look ahead to the upcoming football season, what do you expect out of the Plainsmen?
Well, we're excited for this upcoming season. You know, we have another tough schedule and good opponents week in and week out, and expect to see good football every Friday night.
All right, folks, if you want to know more about the Plainsmen and the football team, go to openspacessports.com. Well, Coach, let's talk a little bit about a tough schedule. Boy, it is. You start right out of the gate with a 4A Colby team on the road this year, a team you came from behind last year and beat in Oakley. But then you're now, of course, in your second season, is it, I guess, full season in the MCL, which provides a lot of competition. How do you size up that schedule? What do you think of it?
Yeah, you look at those first four opponents that we play. You know, Colby made the playoffs last year in 4A, and then Smith Center was held out, lost on an extra point to the state runner-up, El Saline. That's what kept them out of the playoffs. And then Norton was very, very good, and Phillipsburg. So those first four opponents that we play before we get into districts are as tough as you can get, and we're excited to be able to play those teams because we like those style of games and getting ready and preparing for those Friday nights.
You know, leadership, I think, is a key ingredient for most coaches, obviously, and I'm sure it's no different for you. Where's your leadership going to come from? Where do you expect it to come from? You
know, we've got a good group of seniors. We lost a great group of seniors last year, and we had 7 kids last year that played significant minutes. All those seniors did, and Ryan Kuhn, who played in the Shrine Bowl, and Dylan Gassman, who's off to Dodge City to play football. So those two guys and the rest of the seniors were great leaders for us. So it's time for the next guys to step up. I'm expecting 14 seniors out this year, so we'll have a big senior class, and really all of them carry those characteristics that can be good leaders for us.
You know, you mentioned Ryan Kuhn playing in the Shrine Bowl, which, by the way, I have the opportunity to vote on that stuff and try to get kids from Western Kansas to play in that game, which I think is an extremely big honor. And what do you think the kids in Oakley, I mean, hopefully I would think your younger kids would aspire to that, because here's a kid that gets to play in the Shrine Bowl game, which is limited to 33 kids from the West and 33 in the East.
Yeah, it was an exciting time. Oakley's been fortunate enough to have some players in the past, and but it had been a while, and so for Ryan to get that honor was great for him, and just great for our program overall, because yes, you get that exposure, and those kids do look up to him and want to aspire to be that.
Last year, and I just remember the first game because I was there, and actually I did 2 games last year of Oakley's contest, but in that very first game, the passing game got you over the hump, so to speak, against Colby late in the ball game. But you like to run the football. I would assume that's still going to be the bread and butter for you, but will you mix it up some?
Yeah, we return our entire backfield from last year. We lost our quarterback during week 3 and last year, and Kendrick Smith stepped in. He was a sophomore last year and played the rest of the season for us and did a very nice job. So he's got a lot of experience. And then we return, 2 of our other backs in Coulter Stoll and McCoy Raines. So those guys are going to be our workhorses again. We like what we've got up front too. So we look to run the ball. That's always what we always try to establish. But definitely need to spread the ball a little bit more and be able to open it up a little bit as well.
How do you assess and how do you talk with your team, or do you, about the first 6 games getting ready for the final 3?
That was something we really pushed last year and emphasized was, no matter the outcome, it's the process that counts, and preparing each week. And we knew we had to be prepared, week in and week out. And we knew that that's where we needed to be. That no matter what the outcome was of the score, that we needed to be playing our best football heading into districts. And we were, we had our struggles in those first 4 games. But we were able to shore things up and get ourselves ready for the playoff run, and we just really emphasized we want to be playing our best football at the end of the football season and get better every single day in practice and every single week, and our kids they took that and did a great job with it.
What about off-season workouts? Were you pleased with that over the summer with your kids? I always think maybe no coach really are satisfied, because there's always a few kids that can't come, aren't there, whatever the case might be. But generally speaking, satisfied.
Yeah, Yeah, and absolutely. And a lot of people put a big emphasis just on the off season, as in summer, and how important the summer is. We've had a very good year, and what we've done in the weight room during the school year, and that was another part of us getting better each week, as we continue to get stronger in the weight room. And so we were so much more stronger from week 1 to when we got to week 10 in the playoffs. We were that much stronger in the weight room. And so summer workouts are very important, and our kids had a very good summer. But I would say that we've had a very good year in preparation for this upcoming season.
Well, Coach, always a pleasure to visit with you. And again, Open Spaces Sports will follow your football team throughout the entire season, right on through the 9 games in the regular season into the postseason. And thanks for coming here today, and good luck to you.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Coach Bonesteel joined us, the Oakley Plainsman, here on OpenSpacesSports.com, brought to you by Farm Credit of Western Kansas, many other area businesses throughout the Oakley area. Thanks for joining us.